Welcome back to Listen to Your Heart. I'm Jerry.
And I'm Jerry's heart.
Today's topic, Repatha, evolocumab. Heart, why'd you pick this one?
Well, Jerry, for people who have had a heart attack, like us, diet and exercise might not be enough to lower the risk of another one.
Okay.
To help know if we're at risk, we should be getting our LDL-C, our bad cholesterol, checked, and talking to our doctor.
I'm listening.
And if it's still too high, Repatha can be added to a statin to lower our LDL-C and our heart attack risk.
Guess it's time to ask about Repatha.
Do not take Repatha if you're allergic to it. Serious allergic reactions can occur. Get medical help right away if you have trouble breathing or swallowing, swelling of the face, lips, tongue, throat, or arms. Common side effects include runny nose, sore throat, common cold symptoms, flu or flu-like symptoms, back pain, high blood sugar, and redness, pain, or bruising at the injection site.
Listen to your heart.
Ask your doctor about Repatha. Learn more at repatha.com or call 1-844-REPATHA.
Llegaron las fiestas, noches más brillantes, momentos más intensos, y tu aroma debe destacar tanto como tú. La colección Azzaro Wanted ofrece fragancias audaces, cálidas y sensuales para la temporada. The Most Wanted Eau de Parfum Intense tiene un aroma magnético, deliciosamente seductor con notas de toffee y maderas ámbar. Forever Wanted Elixir combina notas de cuero y frambuesas con elegancia e intensidad. Es la confianza embotellada. Elige tu favorito o regálate los dos. Descubre Azzaro y esta temporada Be Wanted. Compra ya.
With Venmo Stash, a taco in one hand and ordering a ride in the other means you're stacking cash back. Nice. Get up to 5% cash back with Venmo Stash on your favorite brands when you pay with your Venmo debit card. From takeout to rideshares, entertainment and more, pick a bundle with your go-tos and start earning cash back at those brands. Earn more cash when you do more with Stash. Venmo Stash terms and exclusions apply. Max $100 cash back per month. See terms at venmo.me/stash terms.
This is a real good story about Drew, a real United Airlines customer.
After almost 4 years of treatments, I was finally cancer-free. My mom's like, where do you want to go to celebrate? I'm like, let's go somewhere tropical. And then pilot hopped on the intercom and started talking about me, and I was like, what is going on here?
My wife beat cancer too, and I wanted to celebrate his special moment.
That's Bill, a real United pilot.
We brought him drinks and donuts. We all signed a card.
I was smiling ear to ear. Best flight ever, for sure.
That's how good leads the way.
At Capella University, we believe accessible education can make a difference. That's why we offer scholarship opportunities to all eligible students. Un futuro diferente está más cerca de lo que crees con Capella University. Learn more at capella.edu.
Stoveleg Media, igniting conversation.
Welcome to True Crime to Go. What can I get for you?
All right, I'm feeling a little crazy, so hear me out. Give me the most awful thing that you have, but then make it be fake. Can you do that?
Pull up to the second window and we'll see you next crime.
Welcome to True Crime to Go. I am Jamie here with John. I feel like she heard me, but didn't really take it all in.
She doesn't. I mean? She doesn't care. You're going to get pickles on your cheeseburger no matter what you say.
Yeah,
but
it's the worst.
This is, I don't know whether to be happy that the way this case goes for True Crime to Go or mad at you because of you asking for the worst thing ever.
Yeah, well, though it's going to be a roller coaster, so buckle up. We are going to be talking about a pretty bizarre case of a political attack that wasn't quite what it seemed. And we're going to be talking about some pretty awful things. It starts with an ambush. On the night of July 23rd, 2025, law enforcement responded to a 911 call from a nature preserve in Egg Harbor Township in New Jersey. The caller claimed that 3 armed men had ambushed her and a friend while they were walking on a wooded trail. And when the police arrived, they found 26-year-old Natalie Greene, a former staffer for the Republican U.S. Representative Jeff Van Drew, who had been lying in the woods, and her hands and feet were zip-tied, and her shirt had been pulled over her head. Greene had lacerations on her face, her neck, her chest, and her shoulders. Worse, there were messages written on her body in black marker. On her stomach were the words, "Trump whore." On her back was written, "Van Drew is a racist." So this is awful. She told officers that one of the attackers threatened to shoot her. Greene repeated the story while being interviewed by the FBI. So at first glance, this looked like just a heinous, politically motivated hate crime that was violent and very targeted.
Yeah, so far it's perfectly fitting the order you made at the window. However, investigators soon found some inconsistencies in Greene's story. The story that she and her friend told just didn't seem to line up. Inside Greene's car, which is a Maserati, by the way.
It's a very nice car.
It's a very nice car. Officers discovered black zip ties similar to those that were used on her.
I'm
and
sure
they
the
also found
attackers
duct
threw
tape.
them in there.
Yeah, to try to
get
set
rid of
her
them.
up. Yeah, I've often planted zip ties in a Maserati.
I do have zip ties in my car most of the time.
Well, I mean, if you're found zip tied with them, then I think that'll be a question. Otherwise, we'll just keep a traffic cop on you all the time.
Fair enough.
Meanwhile, the co-conspirator's phone revealed a Google search for zip ties near me. She didn't need to go to the store. They were in the Maserati. This was just 2 days before the alleged attack. So obviously they are searching to go and buy some zip ties. What kind of life you live in where you don't know to buy zip ties?
Apparently a very cushy one. I've bought a bag that will probably do me the rest of my life at the Harbor Freight. So I'm set.
That's what you got to get. And we're making light of this for reasons that's probably obvious at this point. Investigators really started to pick the story apart, and it quickly unraveled.
Yeah, authorities dug deeper, and they discovered that Greene had paid $500 to a body modification artist based in Pennsylvania to cut her skin. That is one of the most insane sentences I've ever said.
Yes. Okay. Who's the body modification art? Is that
that's a job, apparently. I don't know.
Because it's not like it was a makeup artist. Like, there were legit cuts in her skin.
She allegedly provided a design, specific scarification patterns to the artist in advance. When investigators compared photos from that procedure with the wounds that she claimed came from the attack, they say the match was too precise to ignore. On top of that, her phone showed that she was following Reddit communities for body mods and scarification. All of this strongly suggested to police that the lacerations were not inflicted by masked gunmen in the woods. They were inflicted intentionally by someone that she had hired personally.
You know, the only thing that would be more over the top than everything we said is if there was a direct search for how to fake a politically targeted attack that was a hate crime in the woods away from my Maserati.
Just wait.
Prosecutors would later claim that Greene and her accomplice orchestrated this entire scene. Her friend made the 911 call claiming they were attacked by men who even referenced Greene's job working for a congressman while on the 911 call. At the crime scene, she screamed she was being shot. Her body bound, her shirt over her head, covered in self-inflicted wounds and political slurs. It was never about violence here. It was about a politically charged narrative that she was trying to get out there that people in her line of work with her particular views were being targeted.
On November 19th, 2025, she made her first court appearance. She's now charged with conspiracy to convey false statements and making false statements to federal law enforcement. If she is convicted, so all of this right now is allegedly, then she could face some pretty severe penalties. She has since been released on a $200,000 unsecured bond. Her lawyer emphasized her presumption of innocence, saying that she'll present her case in court. And from his office, Congressman Jeff Van Drew, for whom she once worked, expressed sorrow. He said that he hopes that she's getting the care she needs.
Talk about a politician sitting on both sides of the fence. He could mean that if she got attacked or if she was mentally unstable enough to set this up.
The perfect response.
That's such a political response. So this isn't just about somebody making a false report. She wasn't just trying to get attention for herself. She was trying to stir up divisiveness through some really extreme acts here, John. The case is still unfolding. Prosecutors are going to be presenting their evidence soon, and we'll have an update when that case is resolved. But if all these allegations are true, it's very frustrating that think of all the resources that went into going to the scene to check on her, all the resources now that the legal system is using. And before it started surfacing as a hoax, there probably was a lot of divisiveness over this.
I just want to know, like, what was her end goal? What did she hope to accomplish doing all of this?
Yeah.
And I am not crazy enough to get in her mind to figure out her perspective.
Yeah. I mean, I'm crazy enough to not Google zip ties near me. I'll tell you that much.
Fair enough.
We
because
appreciate
you already
you
got them and you know that I'm close.
Yeah, I'll go get them out of John's Maserati. This has been a crime story in 10 minutes or less.
Would you like crime with that?
Llegaron las fiestas, noches más brillantes, momentos más intensos, y tu aroma debe destacar tanto como tú. La colección Azzaro Wanted ofrece fragancias audaces, cálidas y sensuales para la temporada. The Most Wanted Eau de Parfum Intense tiene un aroma magnético, deliciosamente seductor con notas de toffee y maderas ámbar. Forever Wanted Elixir combina notas de cuero y frambuesas con elegancia e intensidad. Es la confianza embotellada. Elige tu favorito o regálate los dos. Descubre Azzaro y esta temporada Be Wanted. Compra ya.
With Venmo Stash, a toggle on one hand and ordering a ride in the other means you're stacking cash back. With Venmo Stash, get up to 5% cash back when you pick a bundle of your favorite brands. Earn more cash when you do more with Stash. Venmo Stash terms and exclusions apply. Max $100 cash back per month. See terms at venmo.me/stash terms.
This is a real good story about Bronx and his dad, Ryan, real United Airlines customers.
We were returning home, and one of the flight attendants asked Bronx if he wanted to see the flight deck and meet Captain Andrew.
I got to sit in the driver's seat.
I grew up in an aviation family, and seeing Bronx kind of reminded me of myself when I was that age.
That's Andrew, a real United pilot.
These small interactions can shape a kid's future.
It felt like I was the captain.
Allowing my son to see the flight deck will stick with us forever.
That's how good leads the way.
At Capella University, we believe accessible education can make a difference in people's lives. That's why we offer scholarship opportunities to all eligible students. Whether you're considering a bachelor's, master's, or doctoral degree, our teams will walk you through the process and help you get the savings you're eligible for. Furthering your education is an investment in yourself. Entonces, ¿qué estás esperando? Un futuro diferente está más cerca de lo que crees con Capella University. Learn more at capella.edu.
Did you know that parents rank financial literacy as the #1 most difficult life skill to teach? Meet Greenlight, the debit card and money app for families. With Greenlight, you can set up chores, automate allowance, and keep an eye on your kids' spending with real-time notifications. Kids learn to earn, save, and spend wisely, and parents can rest easy knowing their kids are learning about money with guardrails in place. Sign up for Greenlight today at greenlight.com/podcast.
You've listened to True Crimecast, distributed by Stoveleg Media. Check out stoveleg.com to find out more about your hosts and to find other podcasts to listen to. Stoveleg Media, igniting conversation.
Llegaron las fiestas, noches más brillantes, momentos más intensos, y tu aroma debe destacar tanto como tú. La colección Azzaro Wanted ofrece fragancias audaces, cálidas y sensuales para la temporada. The Most Wanted Eau de Parfum Intense tiene un aroma magnético, deliciosamente seductor con notas de toffee y maderas ámbar. Forever Wanted Elixir combina notas de cuero y frambuesas con elegancia e intensidad. Es la confianza embotellada. Elige tu favorito o regálate los dos. Descubre Azzaro y esta temporada Be Wanted. Compra ya.
At Capella University, we believe accessible education can make a difference. That's why we offer scholarship opportunities to all eligible students. Un futuro diferente está más cerca de lo que crees con Capella University. Learn more at capella.edu.
Did you know 39% of teen drivers admit to texting while driving? Even scarier, those who text are more likely to speed and run red lights. Shockingly, 94% know it's dangerous but do it anyway. As a parent, you can't always be in the car, but you can stay connected to their safety with Greenlight Infinity's driving reports. Monitor their driving habits, see if they're using their phone, speeding, and more. These reports provide real data for meaningful conversations about safety. Plus, with weekly updates, you can track their progress over time. Help keep your teens safe. Sign up for Greenlight Infinity at greenlight.com/podcast.